Welcome to the Open Time Chatter. I forgot to turn my TV off.
It's kind of like when people think about Bill Cosby.
Welcome to Open Time Chatter. I'm sorry about that. I'm here with you this morning to recap um, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip to Thailand. I think this is episode, I want to say 5, and it's the episode with the Tamrak Tantrum. Yes. Okay. It's the episode begins where it left off last week with Pepsi being in a confessional, and Pepsi is very upset, and I'm upset because I really like Pepsi. He's upset about the ladies arguing and not getting along. He don't know what's fake. He don't know what's real, but they breaking this little heart. He trying to do the best he can for everybody, and it just doesn't seem to be enough. And I'm so glad that the scene didn't start off with Giselle looking for that damn bottle of alcohol, which is ridiculous. I'm glad that's over with. Okay, so let's begin here. I just had my cards and put them out of order. Um, it's today is Marcel's event, and she's based her event around things about her mom, but not so much the what's going on at the event, like the dinner and stuff. More so the atmosphere. She said she had a white party. Her mother loves to see people in white. She likes to see flowers at dinner, and she likes to have a really good time. So that's what she was trying to incorporate for her event for the ladies. Um, but before they do all this, Peppy speaks to the ladies and he tells them that he's not happy with their behavior and that he wish he could, that he's really real about his feelings for them and that he care about them and he want to be there for them. And they're listening to him intently, everybody except Portia, because Leah starts saying how grateful she was when she was sick the last time, and she was looking for Pepsi because she knew that he would take care of her. And right in the middle of her telling how important Pepsi is to her, fucking Portia is still talking all over top of her and everything is so damn rude. But anyway, in the end of this little scene here, everybody apologizes, Candace and everybody, and they say it's gonna be okay. And then you see Portia and Giselle in their little confessionals. I think they with each other, and they're saying how Pepsi need a Coke or a Sprite because he can't handle these women. That was corny. Okay, at dinner, at Marcel's event, she hired a mixologist to mix drinks, and the first drink that they mix is called a stiff cock. And once they put that hot, it had ginger in it. I don't know. Once I seen them pick up that hot pepper shit and put it in there, you lost me. I can't do the spice. It tear my stomach up. So anyway, they make the cockies, and Leah is there. She gets to participate too, although she's not drinking. Hers is a limp cocky because there's no alcohol in it. I thought that was cute. Okay, then they sit down to have dinner, and at the dinner table, all the ladies, Giselle starts in with Leah. I guess they get talking about the when Portia, they had took a picture earlier or the day before, and Portia sent it to everyone except Leah and Candace. So pretty much Portia just was like, I don't vibe with you, Leah. Your energies fell off to me, and I don't like you, and I don't have to send you. I don't have to tag you. It's my, this is my Instagram. This is my page. If I don't want to send it to you, I don't have to send it to you. And I ain't gotta like everybody, and I don't like you. Bye, Leah. And then Leah was like, well, I ain't really do nothing to warrant that, but bye, Portia. And then Leah says, bye, Leah. And then Leah says, bye, Portia. So they do that shit. Excuse me, the whole time. And then so Leah and Portia is done, and Candace is just sitting there watching. She's not really saying too much. And then it's Heather and Giselle's turn, and Heather just finally, I guess after Heather just been talking all this shit, like in her confessionals, and if she's not in her confessionals, she in the van when she got smoked with somebody. She don't give them the smoke. She give it to the people that she riding with about the person. And Whitney had a problem with that. A lot of people had a problem with it. So at the table, Heather told Nick, aka Giselle, that that she didn't appreciate her saying that she didn't believe nothing that she says when she opened up her mouth, and Heather told her that, you know, already from the jump you came out like you don't even want to get to know who I am, and Heather tells Giselle, I don't got to prove myself to you. You know what I'm saying? She said, I want to be friends with you, but you know, it's whatever, whatever. I'm just gonna be Heather. And then Heather says this, and I really like this. She said, I don't have a problem with being vulnerable, Giselle. And that fucked with Giselle because she's not used to, people don't be vulnerable around Giselle. They always stay on their P's and Q's because, you know, she be with it. So anyway, what Giselle does to try to make it better, she said, we still got a few more days here, Heather. Maybe me and you can just draw ourselves, you know, we can spend more time together and we can see what we could do with this relationship. And Heather's down with it. She's cool. But Heather didn't stop there. She also let Giselle know the things that you say to me just made me, when you said that shit to me at the table, it just made me want to turn all that shit off and do a Teresa Giudice moment and flip the table over. But I just kept my cool. So that made Candace very happy. And that made Whitney happy because they're saying, now you being the Heather. Whitney said, now you're being the Heather that I know. And Candace is glad because Heather is putting her foot down, stop letting Giselle and then push her ass around. So Heather's open into getting to know Giselle. And you know, Heather just let her know I ain't scared of you. So good for you, Heather, being a stand-up girl. Stop being that damn pick-me dummy. And then in all of this shit at the table, all this turns into a moment. You know, it would start off bad because Portia was arguing with Leah, and then Giselle and Heather. But in the end, the resolve was Leah and Portia have decided that they ain't gonna fuck with each other. You know, whatever. We don't like each other. We move along to get along. And then with Portia and with Giselle and Heather, they have decided that they'll probably try to spend some time together. So the ladies take some shots, and you see Portia excuse herself. She went to change her clothes. She had on white, but she went and put on this black shit. And why is Portia and Whitney wearing sunglasses? I know indoors. I know she said something was with her skin. But Whitney and Portia both got sunglasses on in the house. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Okay. And Marisol is happy about her event because she said her mom was there and she blessed it because everybody getting along, and I don't know, the ladies getting along. You see Heather and Whitney outside hugging, and that touched my heart. And it really touched my heart when they was outside hugging each other, and it was just pouring down rain, and they just kept hugging each other, saying, apologizing, saying that they are sorry, and that they gonna be okay. So next thing you know, they still got their mics and shit on. They just jump in the pool, and you can see. I think Leah gets in the pool too. I think Leah get in the pool with them. But anyway, everybody's swimming. Who ain't swimming, having a good time? Marsha, you know, she's somewhere drinking with a drink in her damn hand. So everybody's feeling good. And I think it's the next day. Okay, I think it's the next day now. And it is, whose event is this? It's Leah's event, but they at the table having coffee before they go to this. Leah event is taking the ladies to a monastery, an old monastery. I think it was over 500 years old. And that's her thing, but she at the table and she's sick, and she run like 2 miles to throw up. I was like, you gotta run that goddamn far. You had a minute. And the ladies at the table think she's trying to overdo it. I just think she's just sick, and that's how she acts when she's sick. And I like Leah. She ain't really no problem. She ain't drinking. So anyway, when she runs to her room because she got to throw up, eventually Candace shows up. A medic, no, a medic. Then Candace, then Pepsi, and they ask him what's going on. And Leah still had the same problems. I think she's just dehydrated. She got diarrhea. Her stomach hurt. At least she stopped bleeding. Jesus Christ. I was like, you just shouldn't have took this trip. You had too many issues. So anyway, she thinks she's gonna go to the hospital. She's still getting up between in this scene, going back and forth, feeling nauseated. So Candace tells her she's gonna check on her later. They're gonna take her to the hospital. So anyway, the ladies get on the van to leave, and as they blow in the van, Giselle asks Heather to come ride with them. And that makes Heather so happy. I swear you don't have to do very much for her. She's just like, oh my God, Nate asked me to ride with her. That type of shit. So anyway, that's that. So they're on their way to the temple, and Pepsi's taking over, I guess, Leah's thing, or he was going to go anyway. So anyway, you got Nick with Heather and Portia and them in the van together, and they just all going to the temple. But before they go to the temple, Pepsi talks to them about their behavior and what to wear and what not to wear, because they be liking all this out, all everything out. So anyway, okay, the ladies get there and they do the rituals that they're supposed to do, whatever it is the culture does when they visit monasteries. And so the next thing you know, I think you present the monks with a gift and you tell them what your prayer is for them when you present the gift. So each lady does it. And they all wish pretty much the same thing, that they have good luck, good fortune, good health, and love, and care, and peace, all that type of shit. Okay, so everybody does that. Then as they leave in the monastery, Pepsi tells them it's a shelf over here. I need y'all to take one of these cards, I guess. Everybody get one. Then we meet you outside and I will interpret and tell you what each card means. Okay, so when they get outside, oh my goodness, I gotta say, I love Heather's jumpsuit. It was awesome. I didn't like that other shit she got on with the I don't know, it's like a poofy thing. It looked like a little bunch of iridescent colors or something in it. I don't know, it was like a fucking potato sack, but it's pink and blue and rainbow colors. But that burgundy jumper she got on, was it brown or whatever? She looked good with that with her hair. That's the best I've seen Heather look in a long time. Okay, so he tells the ladies that Heather, and he asks about her kids, and she said she has 3 girls, and Pepsi tells her that she's lucky. Yeah, that she's lucky. Okay, and then for 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 Nat Giselle, aka Giselle, he told her, you messing with somebody and he gonna be broke, and Giselle gonna take kind of that. She just let you know, I mean, I ain't no gold digger, but I ain't messing with no broke. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't like hearing that. And Marcel, her news was bad too. It was like her. What's it Marcel? It was bad. Marcel, her thing was not good either. She was gonna run into some bad news. And Portia, her thing was something with a lesbian, some type of lesbian coming after her or something. But I don't know. On a couple of episodes of Real Housewives of Atlanta, I heard Portia got her snatched ate by allegedly got her snatched ate by one of the women that's on the cast. So, and from allegedly, from what we've been hearing, like with the dungeon and who was that other one with the guy that was a stripper? I don't know. It just seemed like this could be some shit for Portia to look out for. So she said usually if she saw somebody on the street and they give her like a premonition or tell her something about to happen, she blow it off, but it's coming from the monastery, so she might have to take that a little more serious. And it's so sad. They keep forgetting that Leah's not with them. They asked Marcel, what about Leah? And she was like, Leah's not with us? That's a damn shame. She thought that she was with them, and she's in charge of this event at the monastery. She's not dead, Marcel. Okay. Oh, here it goes. Um. Okay, and it said Portia is going to have a problem with Leslie. It says Candace is like alone in the middle of the ocean by herself, but she's going to make it because she's the fighter, and she concurred with that. And Whitney is going to do something later on, I guess, in life where she's helping kids or having some kids or something. So that was the end of that. Okay, now they're having dinner. And, okay, so now they're coming back from the morning, starting this Whitney's turn, and she's having like a sexy dinner. It's called a tantric, and it's supposed to be like a sexual experience with food, where you take all these different flavors and food, and they all in your mouth. You make recipes, and you're supposed to have explosion like an orgasm or something in your mouth that the food tastes so good. So anyway, Portia is talking. No, Whitney is telling the ladies about her date, and that she wish she would have had a. She wish she would have maybe picked up a few things more for the party. She wanted some penises, some penis straws or something, because she said she likes it when people talk too much shit to her. She liked to tell them put a dick in their mouth, and she would like to have had some for her party tonight, but she didn't have any, and she was too embarrassed to ask Pepsi where she probably could get some from, or or she was just too embarrassed to find out what's going on with them. So anyway, the whole idea tonight is to be able to express, to, to, to look at food differently. Okay. So the food, when the chef brought the food out, he presented it very well. I mean, it was clean looking. You know how they decorated and stuff. A lot of them. Side note: I like when they bring me food. I like my food to look like what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got a steak, I like my steak to look like the shape of a steak and be on the plate. I don't like when they like mold your shit and then like put your shit in a bowl. They grind it, put it in the bowl. I mean, it's still cooked and it's still steak. You know, they make it too. I don't know. I don't like them fucking changing the size and the shape of my food. And I see that a lot of them restaurants do that. So anyway, the ladies are eating leaves with all types of shit in them, but they saying that it's good. And and then something else, a side note that I know is, why is Giselle always talking about a man's dick? She didn't like. She went ever since that thing with that. Chris made me feel uncomfortable. Candace's husband in the room, he called in the room or whatever. He made her feel uncomfortable. If those type of little things make you feel uncomfortable, how do you think it feel when you talk about somebody's dick? And why are you talking about his dick? Anyway, girl, get a life. Then they start talking about nose action. Like Marcel says she likes to watch porn, and she's seen it in porn, but I never had nobody use no nose on me, especially not my vagina. And when we go back to penises, we have have at the table saying that she's scared of a big dick. Well, it looked like you like. I think you like black guys, Heather, and I like black guys too. Unfortunately for me, every black guy I've seen, they got a big dick. So I'm just saying, you might want to change your culture. um, then after Heather says that, you got Portia, smart ass, in her confession, like, Heather, scared of a big dick. Child, she looked like she'll break her dick backwards. Ooh. Anyway, okay, we're back at the dinner again, and Whitney is talking about how her husband got fired. I don't know what season it was season before last. She did a scene on Salt Lake City, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and it was like her husband and her had paint and canvas, and that's what you do. You cover each other's body up, and you lay on the canvas with the paint and shit, and you make love. And when you finish screwing around on the canvas, I guess you let it dry and put a frame on that bitch and hang it on your wall. So anyway, it got back to somebody at his organization at his job saw it, so they fired him. And then she was like, as soon as they fired my husband, I was gonna quit too. And then her husband said, no, don't quit. Which is smart, bitch. They just fired me. What you gonna quit for? So we all gonna be sitting around here broke after we took all our monies out of our savings to help you with your rose beauty makeup or some kind of business that she did. So he was like, nah, you gonna retire me, so you stay your ass there. So anyway, she was telling, how it was difficult for her and her family, but what she realizes at the end of the year that she had made more money than her husband, so it just may be okay. Um, okay, and okay. Okay, so anyway, after they finished with the dinner, they got pole dances, and these little short people come out. I swear, I thought I had a body like a little girl, but they was on their pole doing the thing, and the ladies had money to give them, and then the instructor from the pole dancers gave each of the ladies like instruction on how to do it. And Marcel, she's so crazy. She was like, it's the first time she ever been on the pole, cause she ain't no hoe, but she wanted to be on the pole, cause but she wants to be on the pole. She said, I ain't never been on no pole before, cause I ain't no hoe, but I want to be on the pole. Does that mean she want to be a hoe? Who knows? Um, okay, then anyway, the ladies, I done got my cards all mixed up first time on the pole. Okay, um, and I just wanted to say this. I love, 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 love when they're not arguing. I love that I saw all of them sitting on the floor with towels wrapped around. And Whitney was naked up under her towels. When she stood up, you see her ass. And Candace slapped it. See, shit like that, not that cute little shit is the shit that I like. I like to see women getting along. When I saw all of them in there laughing and just joking, and then they had the little 8 ball, and they was shaking it, and somebody asked her the question, and I don't know, I think it said, is it too late for me to smoke a joint or smoke weed? And the thing said no, so Heather got up, and I think they was gonna go smoke, and Candace was like, we can't smoke it on camera, can we? Anyway, after everybody left, it was Candace by herself, and she said, these bitches are crazy. And with that, I just thought I was energized. That's what I tuned in to see. Them having fun, them enjoying each other. I ain't down for all this arguing and dumb shit. I'm just not. So anyway, that was the end of that. That's the end of that recap. And of course, I'll be back with next week's episode. So you know how I feel about you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I'm so happy for that. Like, dislike, leave a comment. Tell me what what you want more of or less of, and I'll be right back. You have a good one. Bye now.